We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I will be joined here by my brother Tim in a little bit. But before we get to today's games, before we get to today's slate, we have a decent slate here. We have 5 games in the NHL. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the NBA. A little bit with the show is I will be here for the NHL games. Then I'm going to dip when Tim gets here and when he starts the NBA. East Carolina baseball starts at 11 a.m. this morning. So I will be heading up there once I'm done with the NHL segment of the show, and Tim will take over for the NBA. So should be a good show here. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right and one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And we're going to kick it off with the college basketball, where we went 2-0. FAU plus 112 is a winner. UConn minus 135 was a winner. I went 2-0, up 1.06 units in college basketball. So that's nice. Both Tim and I were rocking with Creighton today. And then Tim and I are split on the last game. I'm on Miami plus the points and the money line. Tim is on Texas. So that's what we're looking at for today's Elite Eight games. In the NBA, Brooklyn plus 5.5 was a winner. They won by 30 points. That was really nice. Phoenix and Philadelphia under 225.5. It was a blowout and it went over with 15 seconds left. So that was not fun, but it is what it is. 1-1 down 0.06 units. The NHL was a strong day. 8-4 down. 8-4 up 4.37 units. Tampa Bay and Boston under the 6 was a winner. Philadelphia money line was a winner. They win that game 3-0. I did have the over in that game as well. That was a loser. I had Nashville. That was a loser as well. I had New York and Buffalo under 6.5. That game finished 2-0. That was a winner. I had Minnesota and Chicago under 6. That finished 3-1. That was a winner. Vancouver money line, easy. They win 3-1 against the Dallas Stars. Montreal Columbus over 6.5, easy. That game had 10 goals in it. Pittsburgh money line stressed me out a little bit in the third period. They're up 3-0. Washington comes storming back. It was 3-3. Bad turnover leads to Malkin being able to bury the winning goal with about 90 seconds left in the regulation. So Pittsburgh was a winner. Edmonton team total over 3.5 was a loser. They lose in overtime to Vegas, but the full game over 6.5 does hit. So I lost a little bit of juice there. But and then end night, bad loss with St. Louis Anaheim under the 6.5. That game finished, I believe, 6-3. Overall, 11-5, up 5.37 units was a winner there. Or overall, up 5.37 units. Profitable day yesterday on the site. Was a really strong day on the site as well, as we were number 1 on the site, going 11-4, up 7.61 units last 7 days. We are number 1, up 16.29 units. So doing well on a nice little run. And we'll get into today's slate of games here. We'll kick it off here with the free pick video I did last night. Arizona Coyotes are hosting the Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche are -3 or -295 favorites now. They were 310 last night. The total is still 6.5. Looking at where this line opened, it opened up at -315. It has come down 20 cents towards the Avalanche, down to -295. It's gone from over 6.5 plus 104 to plus 106. So it's moved 2 cents in the direction of the under. And I 100% agree with that. I gave out the under last night on the free pick video, and that's exactly what we're going to stick to here. I have this game projected for Georgiev and Melka. It could be Prosvetsov as well. I don't think it overly too much matters. I think Vemelka's been good. Prosvetsov has been very good as well. I have this game projected 3.15 to 2.43, 5.57 goals. So I see a pretty significant edge here on the under 6.5 in this spot. So that's where we're going for this one here. Also, when you look at previous history between these two teams, it's been an under trending history between these two teams. The last 6 games, 5 games have gone under the total 3-1, 3-2. They did have that 1-6-3 game, but 2-1, 3-2, 5-0. So these are two teams that generally do play under the 6.5 as of late. And I think they continue that today. Colorado, sneakily, one of the best under teams in hockey, 26 overs, 40 unders. So this has been a under hockey team this year. Colorado, Arizona under the 6.5 for today's slate. Morning. Let's get that money. Let's get it. We will move on here. Boston Bruins are at the Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are $1.15 favorites with a total of 6 in this game. And looking at this spot for me, let's take a look at where the money is coming in, or let's see where the line has moved. 1 second, sorry. All right. This line opened up at Carolina minus 105. It opened up at a pick'em. It's actually moved up 11 cents towards the Hurricanes here, up to minus 116. This line opened up at over 6 at minus 103. It's now over 6 at plus 102. So the line's moved 5 cents towards the under as well. And I kind of agree with the underline move here in this spot. This is a tricky game. I think this could be a 3-2 hockey game. I don't trust Anderson as much, but I have this game projected for Swayman and Anderson 3.25 to 2.38. 5.63 goals projected in this one here. I lean under, and Boston. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to get on Boston because they are plus 105. This line has moved kind of weird. I don't know about weird, but this line's moved against me here, which it doesn't bother me in the NHL. It does bother me that majority of the money in the tickets are on Boston, and the line has moved that way. Actually, let's take a look at the other app I have for this. See where the line has been moving for this game, or where the money is coming in on this game. Yeah, no, I'm no longer interested in Boston. All the money and all the tickets are coming in on that, but it's moved that way. I am a little bit more interested in the under, and that's probably where I'm going to go for this game. I'm going to take the under 6 for this matchup here between Boston and Carolina. We'll move on here to the next game. Toronto Maple Leafs are at the Nashville Predators. Leafs minus 175 favorites with a total of 6.5 in this game. This is another one where I think we have a live underdog in this spot. Let's take a look at where the line is moved. This line opened up at minus 175 for the Leafs. It got all the way up to minus 194, minus 190, and it's come all the way back down to minus 172. So it's moved 3 cents towards the Predators since the line has opened. This line opened up at 6.5 plus 109, and it's moved down 5 cents to plus 104. So it's moved 5 cents towards the over. Let's take a look here at where at my projections for this game. I have Justin Wool and Kevin Lankinen projected in net for this one here. I have this game projected for 5.97 goals. I actually have the Preds projected to win this game, which is kind of interesting. And it looks like all the bets, all the money is on Toronto, and the line's moving the opposite way. I'm going to look at the Predators in this game at a plus money price. I think they're a live underdog. They just got the crap being out of them yesterday. 7-2 against the Kraken. The Leafs are coming in. The Leafs are coming in playing well. They did win their last game against Carolina. I see this as a little bit of a spot where I'm going to look towards the Nashville Predators in this game. and add a nice little plus price tag there, plus 155. I'm probably going to look at that as well. So far looking to add. I've only bet the under 6.5 in the Arizona game. I'm looking to add under 6 in Carolina and the Nashville Predators share money line in those games. Chat is quiet this morning. We'll move on. We have the Vancouver Canucks. They're minus 170 here at the Chicago Blackhawks. The Canucks are total is 6.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where this line has moved here in this one. This line opened up at minus 170 for Vancouver. It has moved up to minus 173. This total opened up at 6.5 minus 118. And it is moved to 6.5 minus 104. So it's moved 14 cents towards the under in this one here. And looking at it, we have projected goalies of Colin Delia and Antoine Hudobin. So I could see this game being in favor of the Vancouver Canucks here. I have Vancouver minus 1 written down for this matchup. And that's where I'm going to be looking to go in this game. Let's take a look here at it's minus 173 plus 140. Minus 114 for the minus 1 line is where I'm going to be looking at here with the Vancouver Canucks. I'm going to be betting all these after the show, and I'll be posting them all up on Twitter. But I am looking at the Vancouver Canucks minus 1 in this game. I have this game projected 3.71 to 2.63, 6.34 goals. And I don't understand why they're going back to Antoine Hudobin in this game. He looked awful in his first game, which I'm fine with. I mean, they're obviously going for Connor Bedard, but I'm fine with that because I'll take Vancouver to put in 4 or 5 goals against him again. So I do like Vancouver here in this spot. Vancouver's been hot as of late as well. This is a team that's won 9 of their last 11 games. Their only losses were against Vegas and at Arizona. Other than that, back-to-back wins against Dallas, San Jose. They beat Anaheim and LA back-to-back. They had a winning streak of 5 straight against Dallas, Ottawa, Anaheim, Nashville, and Toronto. This is a team that's playing well, and that's something that generally Vancouver does is they play well when they don't need to anymore. This is a team that their season's over. They're kind of done. And yeah, this is an interesting spot here. And I'm going to look towards the Vancouver Canucks here in this spot on the minus 1 line. For the totals, a slight lead towards the under, just because Vancouver's been playing a little bit more towards unders as of late. But I'll go ahead and grab some Nucks minus 1. LOL, everybody must be hungover. Probably. Strange. Where is everyone? I don't know. Tough hockey slate. Might grab 1 underdog. I like Nashville as an underdog. I kind of like Boston as an underdog, but it kind of worries me that the line's moving the way it is. I feel like that's a Carolina line. That's why I prefer the under. It's one of those dreary days where I'm at, cloudy and snowy, so stay in sleep. So stay in sleep day mode like yesterday. There you go. Tim saying on my way home. Noel's thinking of the Yotes. I don't hate it. The Yotes have played well at home. You're getting a nice price tag for it. I love the NBA slate. 2 major trap games. I'll be completely honest. I haven't bet a single NBA game yet, and I haven't even capped it because I'm planning on I'm going to cap it after the show. And when Tim gets here, he's going to take over, and I'm going to head up to the ECU baseball game because they moved that up to an 11 o'clock start. So the game starts in 45 minutes. So that's kind of where we're going to be at there for the show. But we will head into the last game here. The St. Louis Blues are taking on the LA Kings minus 215. Money line for the Kings, total of 6.5. And so let's take a look at where this line has moved, where it has definitely moved. It opened up at minus 195. It's gone up 22 cents towards the Kings, up to minus 217. Opened up at 6.5, minus 105. It's now 6.5, minus 104. 1 cent line move towards the under in this game. And I agree with the 1 cent line move towards the under in this game. I have this game projected for Hoffer and Copley. I have this game projected 3.29 to 2.21 in favor of the Kings. So I have the Kings around minus 220 favor in this game. Not enough value for me to go ahead and push the button on the Kings here on the minus 1 line. Little chalky too. Priced out of the Kings here. I wish they were more like minus 180. I could have gotten involved with it. But I will grab the under 6.5 in this game. I see this as a game where the Kings shut down the Blues offensively. And then they can win this game 3-1, 4-1, something along those lines. This Blues team has struggled offensively. They are averaging 2.46 expected goals for the last 10 games. So this is a team that's not really getting many chances, not really putting up many shots. And I'm going to look to go ahead and grab the under 6.5 in this game at minus 106. So I do like a few unders today, and then a couple of sides as well. So I am going to take this time to lock in my plays, because I am going to be on this under 6.5 here in this spot, minus 106. I'm also taking this time to grab the Predators at plus 151 and the under 6 minus 113 in Boston, Carolina. And I'm going to grab the run line calculator here, the minus 1 calculator for this Canucks game, 173 and 140. So that's how much I got at bet. So we're going to grab the minus 1 line as well for the Canucks. And I have a play on every game today. So I like the slate. I think this is a strong slate. And there we go. We just locked in Canucks minus 1 as well at minus 114. So for today, we'll head over to the chat here, and then I'll recap where we go. I like the over Kings / Blues. I don't know why. I'm on the opposite side. I took the under. I think this is a game where defensively the Kings stifle the Blues. Want to break down the Elite 8 games? I'm still 10 minutes out. Okay, I can. I'll have to type this up real quick. But feels like an under. Yeah, it does feel like an under. Copley, Hofer, both teams are on a back-to-back. Yeah, but I do think this is not a bad spot for the under, because I like Hofer. I was pissed yesterday when I saw it was Binnington when I already bet the under, and I knew we were done after that. So let me type in the 2 Elite 8 games to stall a little bit before Tim gets here. Then we get Miami Hurricanes versus Texas Longhorns. -4 and over under 149. We will kick it on off here. The Creighton Blue Jays they're taking on the San Diego State Aztecs. Total 134.5 in this game. Let's see where the line has moved in this one. Let's see how that has correlated with the money here. Let's grab that to see where the money's coming in on these games as well. This line opened up at -1 for Creighton, and it has gone all the way up to 2.5. Line has moved. The line has opened up at 133 and is now up to 134.5. It did touch 135 for a little bit, but it is 134.5. Looking at where the money's coming in on this game, about 49% of the tickets and 59% of the cash is on Creighton. Oh, that's money line. Spread, about 55% of the tickets, 56% of the cash is on Creighton money or spread. So the line has moved a little bit here. Moved a lot considering it's only 55% of the tickets, 55% of the cash. For the total here, 72% of the tickets and 61% of cash is on the over. And the line has moved up about 1.5. It was 2 points at some point. So it looks like a lot of money coming in on this over. And the line has moved. I don't know if it was enough that this line has moved. Kind of lean under in this matchup here for this game. But I am on Creighton. I got Creighton personally at minus 135. I got 135 for Creighton last night. I need to double check what the number was in this game that I got. Yeah, 135 for Creighton is what I got in this one. And I could see a Big East championship between UConn and Creighton for the NCAA tournament. This is a conference that has had really good success other than Xavier, who fell out last game, and Marquette, who ran into Izzo and Michigan State. So I see this as a game where Creighton kind of takes care of business. If you don't want to lay the 145 that it's at now, you can lay the minus 2.5. I would not lay 3 if you don't have to. But yeah, definitely I would lay the 2.5 if you guys are not comfortable with the money line at 145, which I don't think I would mind the money line here at minus 145. But I got it at $1.35 for this one. So I'm on the Blue Jays in this game, in that matchup. This next game, Tim and I are split on this one here. We have the Texas Longhorns are taking on the Miami Hurricanes. Longhorns 4-point favorites, total 149 in this game. Line opened up at 4.5 for Texas, immediately came down to 4, and it stayed there. We're seeing 50% of the tickets are on Miami, and 54% of the cash is on Miami. So a little bit of the bigger bets coming in on Miami, and the lines moved down 0.5 point. That makes a little bit of sense. We have the total opened up at 149.5. It got up to 150, and it's actually gone down 0.5 point since opening. It's now 149. We have 51% of the tickets are on the over. 35% of the cash is on the under, or on the over. So 64.7% of the cash is on the under. So it looks like that the sharp money is coming in on the under in this game. I kind of don't mind the under in this spot at 134.5 or my 149. The line has dropped, and I kind of feel like that's an indication that the books are really not scared about the tickets coming in on the over. So I kind of lean under in this game if I had to bet a side. I did grab Miami plus the points and sprinkled on the money line, but I do kind of lean towards the under in this game. I think this could be like yesterday. I saw it a little bit. I liked the under in Gonzaga a little bit, and the line moved. All the money were coming in on the over. The line moved the opposite way, and the game stayed under. So I do think that this is a spot where we could see this game stay under the total, under 149. I think it's an interesting look in this game, but Miami plus the points and the money line is where I am on that game. 3-0 yesterday. Denver -3. There you go. UConn. There we go. And FAU. Always the Owls. It was always the Owls. Morning, Nick. Where's Tim? He's going to be here in a few minutes. I wanted to start the show earlier because ECU baseball starts in 35 minutes. I'm sure Tim wouldn't mind missing the NHL segment of the show. Parlay today, Avs under 6.5 and Creighton money line. I'm on both, so I don't mind that. Where's the money in Creighton? I can get that up for you in a second here. For the money line, 49% of the tickets are on Creighton. 59% of the cash is on Creighton. For the spread, 55.6 and 56.9 bets and money. And for the totals, 27% of the tickets are on the under. 34% of the cash is on the under. And the line has, I believe, gone up a little, or gone up a little bit, yeah, because most of the money is on the over. So that's kind of where the money is on there. I'm actually using a different app for the money and the tickets here. So I found an app I kind of like for that. I think if you like Miami, you like the under. Yeah, I do lean under in that game. The line movement tells me everything I need to know actually about that total, where I'm kind of actually tempted on betting it. Because the tickets with 51% of the tickets are on the over, 35% of the cash is on the over, and the line has dropped from 150 to 149.
I'm down.
I kind of like the under in that game as well. Yeah. Was Columbus Montreal one of the easiest overs yesterday? Yes, and of course, Canucks money line. There we go. Perfect timing here. It's time for the NBA. Actually, not really perfect timing. I had to throw college basketball in there, but it is what it is. It muted my microphone there. But nice. I'm going to peace out here because
you have fun with the game.
Yeah, ECU game starts in 30 minutes, so I'm going to head on out. And we're going to leave the NBA up to Tim. I will cap the NBA after the baseball game, and I will post all my NBA plays on my Twitter at Nicholas_Earle. But until then, go ahead, Tim, and I will see you later. Baseball shows today. Colorado. Yeah, probably do Colorado, St. Louis, Milwaukee, and if we're ambitious enough, the Cubbies as well.
Sounds good. Have fun. Go Pirates. Let's do this. Let's head into the NBA. And I will say I only have 2 plays locked in at the moment. And it's mostly because there was not a lot of lines last night. We'll start off with this game, which I do have a play in. Mavericks are now 11-point favorites against the Hornets. 230.5 is the total. I feel like an idiot because I grabbed Charlotte at a plus 8.5, 9.5. I believe I got it at 9.5. I got 10. Sorry, I did get 10. I can't trust the Mavericks right now. This is a team that made a big move, went to get Irving, and now they're not even in the playoff picture. Like that's the whole big thing. There is I go and I pull up the conference, and they're tied with Oklahoma City for that 10 seed, and Oklahoma City's got the tiebreaker apparently. So this is a Dallas Mavericks team I do not trust. Yes, the Hornets are awful. Yes, they're awful everywhere, home and road. But this is a spot I'll grab double digits with the Hornets. Just jumping on that. Kind of gonna go wrong with that one. So Hornets plus the points to start it off. Biggest and most favorite dogs tonight. Go with the Hornets. I have right now. I'm playing the first game and the last game. I'm gonna try to talk myself into a couple other ones. Yotes. I think Nick said he was all right with that one. We didn't bet it though. Let's head over to the next game, which is the Bulls and the Lakers. We're gonna start looking towards where everybody is in the standings because there's like 10 games left for most teams. There's less than 10 games left for some teams. Not quite. Maybe about 10, 15 games each. And when I looked at this one, you get the Lakers and you get the Bulls. The Lakers are currently in the 8th seed or tied with Minnesota and the Pelicans for the 7th seed. All of them at 13 games back of first. And on the opposite side, you get the Bulls, who are currently sitting in the 10 seed by 2.5 games over Washington. And the Bulls are 3 games under 500. This is not really a spot I want to go after. The Bulls have been playing a little bit better as of late, so maybe might want to try to look towards them, grabbing some plus money on the road. But a lot of these games are going to be a little bit tricky for me. I'm just going to kind of be staying away from some stuff. So right now, Lakers and Bulls is going to be a pass for me. We'll head to this one, which is an absolute beauty, and I probably will end up on this game. The Spurs are at the Celtics. The Celtics are, yes, you're looking at that right, 16-point favorites. 232 is the total. I'm not going to go after this game, and the main reason why is I don't feel like I have to. We just saw the Spurs as a 19-point dog to Milwaukee, and they lost by 36. This is a team that's getting absolutely lit up. And I'm not trying to, the Celtics are not playing well right now. They've won 4 out of their last 5. They covered in 3 out of their last 4, but they're still not playing up to the standards of what they've been playing at all year. This is another stay away spot for me. It would be a lean towards the Spurs. Not enough for me to want to take a shot with it. So this one's going to be a pass for me. Let's keep rolling through the NBA. The Memphis Grizzlies and the Atlanta Hawks. The Grizzlies are 2-point favorites with a total of 243.5. And I actually will be grabbing something from this one. I think. Yeah, I'm going to go after them. I'm going to take Atlanta. This is a Memphis team that I like to back when they're at home. On the road, they're 14-22, so not quite as bad of a split as the Warriors, but still, this is not a team that I want to trust on the road, especially as a favorite. The Hawks 21-15 at home. Don't really care about the spread because I'm going to take them straight up on the money line plus 116. Adding that one to my card. I'm just going to continue to fade Memphis on the road. Just not really a spot. They are coming off of a 4-game homestead where they won against Golden State, Dallas, and twice against Houston. So this one ends up being a stay away for me. But I guess it would not a stay away. This one I'm on it. I'm on the Hawks for this one. And we get another big spread. The Cavaliers are 14-point favorites against the Rockets. 226 is the total. And I think, what day was it? Friday? Friday was the last time that I'm really going to be taking huge dogs because they don't care anymore. Because I could easily see this one being a 3-point game, or this one's going to be 30 and it's going to be a blowout quick. Nothing really in between for me that I really want to be looking at. The Rockets are tanking for that one big dude from, I believe it was the Euro League. They're currently dead last in the West, and the Cavaliers are currently in limbo. They're 2.5 games behind the Sixers, but 5 games ahead of the Knicks. They're kind of in a spot where they can't really move up, can't really move down. They should win this game. I am not laying 14 points on the Cavaliers. So this one is a pass for me. K-State screwed you last night? I mean, FAU. FAU all day. What are you doing? Stay away from the Hawks. 10 minutes is back. That's fine. I'm going to be on the Hawks. That's fine. And another big spread. We got the Washington Wizards and the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors are 9-point favorites. 220.5 is the total. And if I'm going to be backing a big dog, it's got to be at home. The Wizards are not good on the road either. 16-22. They're not good anywhere. But at least I think they're 500 at home. So maybe. But Toronto, I'm not sure if Toronto necessarily deserves to be this big of a favorite. They're kind of a team that's in limbo right now. They are currently in that 9 seed, half game up on the Bulls and a game back of the Hawks, and 3 games back of the Nets for the 6 seed. So I guess they're still trying to play for that. They're probably going to be a play-in team. It's going to be very difficult for them to fall apart. But they're against a team that's trying to catch them in the Wizards, and they're Wizards are 3 games behind Toronto for that spot. So could be a big game for the Wizards, but this is another one that I'm going to be staying away from. No hockey PODs. No hockey PODs. I haven't even looked at the slate. Real quick, what did I do yesterday? Detroit, Philly over, loser. Draw, loser. Jets, loser. Rangers, loser. Devils, loser. Canucks. I got the Canucks right. Whatever. Let's keep on rolling, and I'm actually going to add a play for this one and the next one as well. The Brooklyn Nets and the Orlando Magic are going at it. The Magic are 2-point favorites with a total of 225.5 in this game. And you get the Nets on a second leg of a back-to-back, which they're coming off of a blowout win, I believe, yesterday against the Heat. Yeah, they won by 29 yesterday. What did the Magic do last? The Magic have covered in 5 straight games, including winning 3 out of the 4 of them outright. So they've been playing some good basketball. I'm going to go ahead and grab Orlando minus the 120. A little bit of a rest advantage there. Really good letdown spot for the Nets, especially after a big win against a playoff team that they're trying to hold off. And you look at it, Orlando, they're not doing anything this year, although they are 5.5 games back for that 10 seed. Brooklyn, a half game ahead of the Heat for the 6 seed. So both teams the Nets are playing meaningful games. Magic trying to play spoiler, and Magic are favorited. Yeah, go ahead, give me Orlando. I grabbed their money line minus 120. I think the Magic get it done today. Maybe the over 220 in the Wizards game. Maybe, but my concern is what happens if Washington goes out there and gets blown out 110 to 93. Or not 110, but like gets blown out and they score like 80. That's my big concern. I'm not really too interested in going after anything in that game. If the Wizards were home, 100% Wizards. But Nate the Train in the UFC. I'm guessing he won for you. That's cool. Let's head to this game, which is I'm actually going to have a play for. The Thunder are 9-point road favorites against the Blazers. 232 is the total. And you guys know how often I do not bet the Blazers. As a 9-point dog at home, I will take it against Oklahoma City. I know Portland is not a good team. We look at where they are currently. The Thunder are currently tied with the Mavericks for that 10 seed. The Portland Trailblazers are 3.5 games back of said Thunder. I just don't think this should be a 9-point spread, especially with the Thunder on the road. A Thunder at home, all right, whatever. Thunder on the road, absolutely not. Go ahead, give me the Blazers plus the 9 in this one. And then we get the final game, which is a pretty stationary play. The Warriors are minus 6.5. They are at home against the T-Wolves. 239.5 is the total. And if you think you're going anywhere else, 17-2, the last 19 games where they cover at home, they don't cover on the road. They're at home, they're going to cover today. Warriors by double digits against a Minnesota team that's kind of just there. They've lost 3 out of their last 5, although they've won their last 2. Minnesota is currently tied for that 7 seed with the Lakers and the Pelicans. They are trying to catch the Warriors, which are only a game and a half ahead of them. So something interesting to keep an eye on there. So this is a big game for playoff stuff because these two teams are right there. But at home, I think the Warriors win this one by double digits. So I'll take the Warriors minus the 6.5. All aboard the Nate train. There you go. There you go. That is all of the games for today. We'll go ahead and do a little bit of recapping before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, picks and parlays, premium plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBest.com website. All linked down below. Week pass, $49 there. I'm going to talk to Craig today about trying to get a baseball year pass going. Maybe we might be able to pull one of those out. Make sure you guys check out Ballin Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. And then check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets and sporting event ticket needs. ESP at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Wait, no XFL pick? Oh, that's a Nick thing. I don't do the XFL. If there's a play that's under 39.5, take it over. Good luck today. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to you guys, too. Recapping. Give me Hornets. Give me the Hawks, the Magic, the Blazers, and the Warriors. How's e-gaming going? I think it was a losing day yesterday, and today's the grand finals, and I forgot to post something, but I would have been on cloud 9. How are they doing? 8-7 in the first half. Oh, they had Phases had a really good first half of Overpass, so there you go. Did Nick only have the one pick in a NHL? Probably. I don't know. I wasn't watching. Bada bing, bada boom. Supness. We end the stream with a supness. That's going to do it for everything today. We'll be back for some baseball shows later, and we'll talk to you guys then. See you.